with Reading wearing their traditional blue and white hoops and Stevenage in a predominantly white change shirt with blue shorts. It was sometimes difficult to tell them apart in the first half here, so to prevent any more passes going astray, the Royals raided the Madisky Stadium kit locker and trotted out in brilliant orange after the break. And while this wasn't exactly the total football their Dutch manager Joop Stam craves, it was a passage to the FA Cup fourth round that relieved some of the pressure on him. A Jon Dodi Bodvarsson hat-trick fired Reading into the fourth round of FA Cup on Tuesday. The Iceland international put the Royals ahead after just half an hour had been played. Bodvarsson then doubled his and the Royals' tally before the break to down Stevenage. He completed his hat-trick on the hour mark after Reading changed kits at half-time, reading 4-2-3-1 Jacola, Bakuna, Richards 80. Ilori, Blackett, Gunter, C. Edwards, Kelly, Aluko, Clement, Behrens, Bodvarsson. Substitutes not used: Manon, G.K. Evans, McCleary, Kermorgant, Popa, Andresen. Manager: Joop Stam. Scorer: Bodvarsson 32, 44, 64. Stevenage 4-4-2 T. King, Henry, C. J. King, Wilmot, Martin, Pett, Smith, McKee, Conlon 71, Kennedy, Samuel 71, Newton, Giorgio 85, Godden. Substitutes not used: Fryer, G.K. Franks, Wilkinson, Van Kooten. Manager: Darren Sarl. Booked: Newton. Referee: Tim Robinson, West Sussex. Attendance: 4,986, 608 away. It was also an exhibition in high school finishing by Reading's Jon Dodi Bodvarsson. The Iceland striker, who has been starved of game time in a World Cup year but seized his chance here. His first was a volley, his second a thumping header, and his third a tap-in, but he won't be especially fussed about how they came about, having enhanced his claim for more regular football. In a Reading side going nowhere in the bottom half of the championship, any additional firepower must surely be gratefully received. In the meantime, they'll head to Sheffield Wednesday in the fourth round a week on Saturday, potentially a welcome break from league travails. But for the opening half hour, you'd have believed Stevenage were the second-tier outfit, such was their dominance of proceedings. Thousands had stayed away here, with enormous empty sections of blue seats right around the Madisky Stadium. And those Royals fans, still enticed by the cup, didn't have much to cheer. Stam's side could barely string two passes together in the Stevenage half, while the away side looked slick going forward, with Joe Martin bombing up and down the left wing and Mad Godden a handful up top. Stevenage manager Darren Sarl looks on as his side go behind early at the Madisky. Bodvarsson tucks home his first comfortable as the championship outfit start well. Royals skipper Chris Gunter, who assisted all three of Bodvarsson's goals on Tuesday night. The forward's second strike was also unable to be kept out by Stevenage's keeper Tom King. Joop Stam, Royals boss, looks pleased with his side's first-half exploits as they go in 2-0 up. Those two combined after just 10 minutes, with Godden scoring with a glancing header from Martin's free kick, only to see the linesman's flag raised for offside. An inviting ball from the opposite flank gave Godden, who has scored 4 FA Cup goals already this season, a point-blank header, but keeper Anssi Jacola managed to scoop the ball away. Still, Stevenage came, belying their status as a lower mid-table League Two team. Jack King's strike was repelled by Jacola, while there was a penalty shot when Leandro Bakuna appears to shove Godden. There really wasn't any indication that Stevenage would be punished for missing their chances. But all of a sudden it occurred to Reading that they were the higher-ranked combatant. Enter Bodvarsson, who steered the contest out of Stevenage's grasp with 2 goals in 12 minutes from what was Reading's first attack of any note. Chris Gunter's cross from the left was flicked on by defender King straight to Bodvarsson, unmarked and just a few yards from goal. He simply steered his shot beyond keeper Tom King and into the corner. Reading were forced to change into a luminous orange strip in the second half due to kick clash. Ben Wilmot of Stevenage jumps with Ansi Giacola of Reading during an aerial battle. Bodvarsson then put the tie beyond all doubt when he headed home to secure the win. His second, a minute before half-time, was a thing of beauty. Again it was Gunter who supplied the ammunition with a left-wing cross, and the Iceland forward's bullet header from just inside the box crashed home off the post. Bodvarsson's evidently well-toned neck muscles were responsible for his fifth goal of the campaign. Both sides were able to see with a little more clarity after half-time, and Stevenage, to their credit, continued to plug away. Liam Kelly almost turned Jonathan Smith's testing cross into his own net, while Godin was denied in a one-on-one as Giacola stood up tall. But any remaining hopes of a fightback were wrecked when Gunter led a swift Reading counterattack down the left and delivered a slide rule cross that Bodvarsson couldn't miss from just a few yards out. Bodvarsson was making his 68th appearance in English football, 48 for Wolves and 20 for Reading, but this was the first time he'd scored a treble. He was certainly dressed to impress here, and Stam will be thankful.